Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what's in store for you in 2024, your 2024 predictions and advice. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Take a look at all the piles with your intention for 2024 in mind of what you want for 2024 and see which one you are most drawn to. So for pile number 1, we have this homemade salt crystal and we have the Chrysalis tarot. For pile number 2, we have the Malachite crystal and we have the light Seer's tarot. And for pile number 3, we have green Aventurine and the Muse tarot. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be a pile for today. But of course, if you're drawn to more than one pile, always trust your intuition because there may be more messages there for you. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this homemade salt crystal and the Chrysalis tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what's in store for 2024 for you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So I saw the number 333 for you as I was starting your reading. So that lets me know that your guides are supporting you as you walk into 2024. And they're supporting you throughout the whole year with your growth and with your evolution and with expanding and evolving certain parts of your life. I saw a highlight of 4 to 5, but for most of you, 4 different aspects of life in the reading coming out today, because I saw like 4 different crystals in a row. That's what I take as 4 different parts of your life being highlighted in this reading or being a theme in 2024, which is interesting because 2024 is 4. And you know, Spirit was telling me the butterfly is significant. If you were drawn to the butterfly specifically, the butterfly is significant. There's some kind of transformation that's going to happen in your life in 2024. And Spirit was showing me, you know, like rain pouring down, and then it's raining, and you have something in your hand, and everything that you need and desire is falling into your hands through the rain. So I was seeing it as a metaphor of like you holding a McDonald's fries box and then fries are just falling down from the sky. Kind of reminds me of Cloudy with a chance of meatballs, but it's like everything you want and need is going to be received and raining down on you. So spirit guides are my pile number 1s. What's in store for them in 2024? So we have Herkimer Diamond with Earth Star Chakra and Alignment card 29. That's a beautiful card for your 2024. Now we're going to get one card from the Good Tarot as an oracle card. So spirit guides on my pile number 1s. What is the theme for them and what is in store for them in 2024? So we have the Chariot card 7. Beautiful. I feel a lot of good vibes for you in terms of your 2024. And now we're going to get 2 cards from the Priestess of Light Oracle deck. And then we're going to use the Tarot deck that you chose. So Spirit Guides of pile number 1s. May I please look into what's in store for them in 2024? What is a theme for them in 2024? We have Telepathy, card 22, with transmission, perception, and communication. And we have Healing the Heart with the Power of Self-Love, card 27. Intuitively, I'm picking up communication is going to be a big thing for you in 2024. So communicating to others, communicating boundaries, that's something coming through, and being more comfortable with expressing yourself, even in the workspace or even in school. Something about that's coming through, and just in your general daily life, becoming more comfortable with expressing yourself and talking to people. So that's a specific message for some. We have the number 7 come up twice. So the number 7 is a very spiritual, mystical number, but it's also a number of luck. So this lets me know throughout the year of 2024, you're going to have a lot of luck. So spirit guides on my pile number 1s. What's in store for them in 2024? We have the Dreamer with the Knight of Mirrors, which is the Knight of Cups. We have the Ten of Scrolls, which is the Ten of Swords. What's in store for them in 2024? We have the Hunter with the Chariot. What's in store for them in 2024? We have the Ace of Spirals, which is the Ace of Wands. We have the Ravens, which is the Magician. We have the Artiste, which is the Queen of Stones, Queen of Pentacles. We have the Watcher with the Queen of Mirrors, which is the Queen of Cups. We have the Three of Spirals, which is the Three of Wands. We have the Green Man with the Emperor. And if I need to pull more cards, I'll do that in a moment. I do feel this card wants to come out, the Sorceress with the High Priestess. So I'm just going to put that here. At the back of the deck, we have the Three of Mirrors, which is the Three of Cups. Okay, so my pile number 1s, what 2024 has in store for you. I feel here 2023 was a big transformational year. Think of 2023 as you were in your cocoon, you were transforming, you were going through the motions of understanding yourself deeper, going within, healing yourself, healing your heart, gaining a deeper sense of self-love. And now, before 2024 starts, you're going through this big transformation where you gain your wings. And then after that, in 2024, it's like you're showing off those new wings and you're learning how to fly with those new wings. That's how I see it. And you know, you may still go through more transformations within the year of 2024, but I feel now is the time when you're getting out of that transformation. And then in 2024, you're beginning to explore with those new wings, beginning to learn how to fly with these new wings, beginning to learn, oh, I like flying at this height, or oh, I like flying at this height, or oh, I prefer to fly over here than over here. And I see it like you're testing out these new wings, seeing if they work, learning how to use them. And almost think of yourself as 2023 was a year where you were put under a lot of pressure. But now, you know, there could have been a lot of challenges or a lot of things you were learning from. Like with the Ten of Scrolls, that's what I'm getting here. Like a lot of emotions you were learning from. Because this is Ten of Swords energy, so you went through a lot of pain in your life, or just in 2023, or challenges that was very mentally draining, I'm hearing, or very mentally harsh on you in some way. Like, it felt like you just, maybe some of you, it felt like you wanted 2023 to just be over. But I feel 2024 has almost like this better start. and I'll describe what I see here. So imagine you were put under so much pressure, and now you have formed into a diamond, and moving into 2024, you are that diamond, and you are learning how to shine as that diamond and learning what it's like to be a diamond. Does that make sense? So I'm seeing like this energy here where you have already healed a lot. There may still be some more healing in 2024, but I feel for the most part, this phase of the journey calls for the exploration, calls for you to learn what it's like to be this new version of you, this new era of you, because you're already in alignment with the life you want to create right now. Because we have the sorceress, we have the magician, we have the artist, we have the dreamer, the hunter, the chariot. The chariot has come up twice. So I see it as in 2024, moving into the energy, you're already in alignment. And you sort of have like a head start more than others because of the work you've done on yourself in 2023, where you've gone through a lot of growth and now you are in alignment with the life you want to create. Now it's like you have this head start, almost like, I don't see it as a race, but Spirit is just describing it as a metaphor, like you're at the front of the race. And of course, we don't see life as a competition, but Spirit's just using that as a metaphor. And when we also think of tigers, we think of like fast-paced running. So there's something about things happening for you very fast within 2024, not only just because of the tiger, but we also have the chariot showing up twice. So this is fast-paced movement. I'm seeing the message here, whatever you start in 2024. Some of you are in your first house years in 2024. Some of you are in your third house year. Some of you are in your fifth house year, and some of you on your seventh house year. I don't know why I'm seeing that, but I'm seeing but it doesn't have to be. But I'm seeing this energy here of like, whatever you start or create in 2024 will be successful because you are already in alignment with the life you desire. I feel in 2023, this has a big influence on 2024. That's why I keep mentioning 2023, but it's because the work you've done on yourself in 2023 has a big influence on 2024, where you are now moving forward and creating. I mean, we see so much energies about fertility and creation, even here with the bird's nest. So I see it like a new era of you emerging right now and into 2024, where you are going to start getting messages telepathically from your guides. Messages are going to be communicated to you either through signs, through your dreams, through a feeling or a surge of passion or hope or inspiration, or through synchronicities around you, like people saying, oh, you should do this, or, and you were thinking about it, or let's say you see a commercial on TV about something you were thinking about starting, and you take that as a sign. I see lots of signs and synchronicities coming in that allow you to see into like, yes, I should create this. Yes, I should go for this. And I see this energy of your guides communicating to you heavily through the year of 2024, through ideas and things you should go up and dream up. And what your guides are saying as advice for 2024, if you feel a surge of passion to do something, or inspiration or hope, even if you're not good at it yet, your guides are urging you to start something, to start from somewhere, because we all start as a beginner somewhere. You know what I mean? The baby bird doesn't just become the big bird in 1 second. It first has to start out as the egg, then go through the process of cracking in the egg, then go through the process of being a baby bird, then grow up and have the mom, feed it worms and things, and then it has to learn to fly. And even the same with the butterfly. It doesn't just become the butterfly. It first transforms into the butterfly, then it learns how to use its wings. So it's like everything is a journey. Everything is happening in its own way, in its own course of time. So trust yourself when you see yourself looking at something and watching and being like, ooh, I think I'd be interested in that, because I see 2024 being like this year of newness, where you're starting to add new things to your routine, or you're starting to 2024 is a year where you start to add new things to what you want to do, like new hobbies. I see new people coming into your life. I just see newness coming into your life in 2024, where you are thinking of yourself almost like you're starting a new chapter, a new journey, where you get to create the life you want to live, where you get to paint the reality you want to live, as we see here in the artist. And the advice you have from spirit is that you are limitless in 2024, my pal number ones, that you are going to start to unlock many gifts and talents, and that you are going to start creating the life of your dreams. Remember that you're in the driver's seat of your life, and remember that each action, each thought, and each intention, with all of those three combined, not just your thoughts, not just your intentions, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, all of those combined create the life you want to live. So when you take action towards the life you want to live, you are essentially painting your reality. But make sure your thoughts, your feelings, and your intentions are in alignment with what you want. And sometimes we don't always have that in alignment. Sometimes we just do it because we're just like, F this, I just need to do this. Because, like, sometimes, you'll want to gym and you don't feel like it, but even pushing through that is just, it's good enough. You know what I mean? There's some days where you won't feel the best. There's some days where you won't feel like doing these things you want to do to create the reality you want. But I see spirit guiding you to go out there and create it, and to imagine yourself as each time you are taking an action towards something you want, you are essentially painting the reality you want. And when I think of a painting isn't made in one day or 1 hour. Well, I guess it would depend on the painter and how intricate the painting is. But the more detailed and intricate the painting is, the longer it takes, where sometimes you have to wait for that paint to dry a little bit and go move on to something else. Sometimes you have to sit back, look at it a bit, get inspiration from it, and find new things to paint. So it's almost like your guides are saying, imagine your life as a painting in 2024, and each day you're painting new intricate details, and it's growing and growing and growing into something more. So 2024 for you has a theme of alignment to your dreams, creating your reality, and as we create more and more each day. And as we create, we add more and more each day. And then the story begins. The story of the life we want to create begins. So I see a theme here of you growing within this new beginning. And I see a theme of whatever you start and dream big of within 2024 is going to move very fast for you, because you are in alignment, because you are dreaming big, because you are following your passions. I see you, like I said, maybe starting new hobbies, maybe starting new things you'd like to do. Some of you are going to focus on your health with the Queen of Pentacles and really build your physical health and get more healthier. Some of you are going to focus on passions or hobbies, like maybe painting or maybe creativity, or maybe some of you are going to get more in touch with your intuition. That's a theme I see. And certain gifts are going to start to come out to the surface. Or maybe some of you are going to start new projects, are going to start new career endeavors, or going to have certain ideas where you want to follow those dreams. Or some of you, it's your career dreams that are going to really be a theme within 2024. But I think it's different for all of you. The message I see here is to listen to your intuition, to follow what your intuition is saying, because if you get certain ideas or certain messages like, oh, I should do this, you should follow that. You should follow your passions, and you should dream big and really think of yourself as limitless. Really think of the possibilities as endless, because you are in alignment with your dream life, is what I see here. And you can quickly shift the energy within 2024 to the life you dream of. And remember, the life we dream of, it's in our dreams. We think big, we want it, we imagine it, we visualize it. But now is the only moment we have. So the dream life we have is, yes, in the future, but I also see a message to be present and to appreciate the dream life you've already created for yourself. The dreams you've had way back then where you were like, I want this, and now you've achieved it. Appreciate those too, because that appreciation and that gratitude attracts more alignment for more things to come into your life. So, really have that balance of, going after the things you want and dreaming big and thinking big about it, but also being appreciative and being present in the moment of what you do already have and the progress you've already made so far, and really congratulate yourself on that, because I've seen you've grown a lot. Okay. I think a theme in 2024 is also going to be following your intuition. You're going to notice your intuition get a lot stronger within 2024 and grow, and a lot of gifts and talents you have grow. And you're going to notice that you are maybe being called to try out new things. Like, I don't know, I'm maybe seeing someone being called to go on hikes every weekend with a group of people. And at first they watch and they're like, should I? Should I not? And then they start doing it, then they meet new people there, then they get healthy, they're moving their body around, but then they also have a fun time while doing that, and it becomes a hobby, and nature really calms them down. Or I see someone like wanting to start becoming more creative, start going to art classes maybe. And at first you're like, should I do it? Should I not? You're like watching from afar, and then you decide to go in it. Or I see someone maybe wanting to start yoga or meditation, or something where like you start something new. I keep seeing that as a theme. Something that inspires you. And it's going to inspire other people as you progress and grow within that. Stability is a big factor within 2024. You're going to notice a lot of stability grow for you. You're going to notice yourself become a lot more compassionate to your past self and the once unhealed versions of you. And you're going to notice yourself speak more kindly to yourself in 2024. You're going to notice, as you heal your heart, you're going to be kinder to yourself, and you're going to have more self-love. You're going to notice yourself become more courageous in 2024. But the advice here from Spirit is you're not just instantly going to feel a shift like, oh, I'm a new changed person. This shift happens over time. Like the butterfly transforms over time, you transform over time. So whenever you feel a sense of a surge of passion or excitement or inspiration flow through you, take that first step. Even if you fear taking that first step, take that first baby step. And the more you take baby steps towards that, the more you're going to notice your courage and confidence in self grow. And I'm also seeing this energy within you grow where you love yourself, you gain more confidence for self, even in moments when you feel low, even in moments when it's like, I want to do this, but I have no energy. And then I'm having compassion for myself for it and not beating myself down for it, or in moments where your intuition is telling you this, but like maybe you're doubting your intuition, and then it's like you're loving yourself even in those moments. And even while you're building this dream life you want, and while you're building yourself into this dream person you want to grow into. I see you loving yourself as you are because you're deserving of that. A lot of the wisdom you've learned is going to be needed for 2024. A lot of you went on a healing journey and you learned a lot of wisdom, and that wisdom is going to be used in 2024. I will also say in 2024, you are in alignment with a lot of people around you, um, where I do see like a lot of good relationships coming in, like the relationships you've dreamed of, or I do see connections growing in a way where they become more stable and become more loving and more compassionate and open with your emotions towards each other, where they grow even more and where the vision you had for them grows even more, or for those where you are wanting new connections, the connections you dream of are starting to come towards you with a lot of romance, with a lot of love. It doesn't just have to be romance, but with a lot of love, with a lot of compassion, empathy, this grounded energy, and with this energy of stability. And they're moving forward, okay? I see 2024 as a year of moving forward and creating something new, creating new memories. But then I also see an energy here of a warning from Spirit that if you ever see certain people come into your life and your intuition is nudging you in the direction that these people do not have the best intentions towards you, you should trust that. Because the tiger can sometimes represent a cunning, and we see it come up twice. The wolf represents trusting our intuition and instincts, and we see the owl here, which is trusting our intuition too, and the high priestess. So many messages here about your intuition. I mean, we have telepathy, the high priestess, we have the owl. So many messages here. So really trust your intuition in 2024. Even the raven here, I don't know if this is a raven here, represents prophecy, insight, transformation, and intelligence. But it also represents long-term success in love and finding devoted and faithful partners. Okay, so that's a confirmation there. I think a lot of the themes are you focusing on the life you want to create. Spirit is not showing me, okay, this is going to happen, then this, then this, then this. Spirit is more showing me like in 2024, you have free will. You get to create any sort of painting. What painting do you want to create? What year do you want 2024 to look like? And go for that. It's kind of giving me this very open-ended vibe, like a lot of what is going to happen in 2024 depends on your choices in the beginning of 2024 and leading to the rest of 2024 with consistency, like the type of painting you do want to create. And remember, we can, fix mistakes in a painting if we need to, but it's like, I really see this energy of Spirit not giving specific messages of like, this is going to happen, then this, because it's all up to you. You get to kind of freestyle how you want to go. Does that make sense? Like, I'm almost seeing a tattoo artist, and let's say I had to say to this tattoo artist, you can do anything on me. I trust you. It's like Spirit is saying, you can do anything. We trust you. We trust you'll make the right decisions. And even if you don't, you'll learn from them. You'll grow from them, So I see that type of energy here of you just following those passions and you following those visionary dreams you have. I also see a big theme of like, it's your year for you to shine. It's your year to show off your new wings. It's your year to show off this new growth you have in your life. I think 2024 is going to be a very balanced year, going to be very stable. And it's going to feel a lot like you just being in flow with the life you do want. You are going to notice relationships around you, but I think the focus is more on you. Like, I do see in times where you're not focusing on you, focusing on connections around you with the Knight of Cups and giving love to those around you. like I said, I see communication being a big thing, and you having loyal people around you during 2024. So I'm not seeing like a big circle of people, but I'm seeing maybe if you start new things and like you want more friends or you want more connections in your life, as you put yourself out there, you will start noticing that come into your life. But if you're happy with the friendships and the connections you have right now, romantic, family, blah, 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 um, I see a lot of loyal people around you. And I see this energy of you communicating to them a lot, talking to them a lot, sharing ideas, sharing things that happen during your day. I'm seeing them also support your dreams and support, this life you do want to create. And I'm seeing them maybe even help you with ideas, maybe even hype you up in some way and give you that sense of confidence in some way, like, oh, you did a really good job today, or that was a really good idea. Um, I see that type of energy, but I also see an energy here of you learning to set certain boundaries or being more comfortable and confident in setting certain boundaries in the new year. So I think this is all I have for you. I kind of see a repeat of the same messages. So I think the theme here and the main advice is to create the reality you want, dream big, know that you're already in alignment with the life you want. The life you want wants you, and start painting that. What characters do you want in that painting? What do you want the painting's feeling to invoke? What story do you want the painting to tell in 2024? And begin creating that. And as you create, the rest flows. Even if we don't plan everything at first, the rest flows and flows and flows and becomes more. So this is what I have for you, pile number 1. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 2s. If you chose this Malachite crystal and the Light Seers Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at your 2024 predictions and advice, what's in store for you in 2024. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. So Spirit is showing me the gingerbread man and Christmas, and saying your Christmas now and your Christmas next year are going to be so totally different. 2024 and 2023's Christmas is going to be so different. I'm not sure what that means. Let's see in a moment. But Spirit also showed me something about signing contracts next year. We'll talk more about that in a moment. It may not resonate with everyone, just some. Spirit guides on pile number 2s. May I please look into their 2024 predictions, what's in store for them, and advice. So we have Aquamarine with the water element and intuition card 8. Interesting. Okay. I think I kind of understand where this is going. Okay, and then now we're going to use, so this was the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle. We're going to use one card from the Good Tarot as an Oracle deck. The Spirit Guides of my pile number 2s. What's in store for them in 2024? So we have the Tower, card 16. What's in store for my pile number 2s in 2024, please? This is the Priestess of Light Oracle. We have Sacred Action with Decisive Focus, card 17. I kind of see a little bit of a warning here, but I don't think this reading's just going to be about warnings. I just see one warning, okay? So we have Calming the Waters with Peaceful Self-Regulation, card 3. Now let's use the tarot deck that you chose. So Spirit Guides on my pile number 2s. Spirit Guides. Okay, this card wants to come out. So we have the Page of Swords. Spirit guides on my pile, number 2s. What's in store for them in 2024? We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Temperance card. Okay, so at the back of the deck, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, so what Spirit is showing me right off the bat? The universe is a mirror to what is in our internal world. So keep this in mind as you move into 2024. Everything in your reality is being mirrored back to you in your internal world. So if you feel unsatisfied with anything in your life right now already, what is it mirroring back to you? And what choices and action can we take to change the energy around? So, for example, I guess this is for now already, because it's like Spirit is wanting to give you advice as you go into the new year to help you build a stable foundation of what you actually do want, of what you actually do wish for. It's not to say that's not coming, but it's like Spirit is giving you advice, almost like, when your future self notices you go on the journey, like, let's say, they're showing me that movie when she has red shoes and then she goes on that journey and there's the lion, there's like that tin man, I forgot what the movie's called. But then she goes through that whole journey, but maybe, let's say she made a mistake here in the beginning, it would affect the journey she goes on. Does that make sense? So it's sort of like her future self is coming back and saying, no, actually take that path, don't take this path. So I'm seeing it like that, like when we're at the beginning of the journey and we're still finding our feet and we don't know what steps to take yet. We might take the wrong step and then it's like, I see a message on that, warning you about that first before we actually get into the good things. So it's like, let's say you feel a little bit unsatisfied about something in your life. What would that be? Okay, so Five of Swords is showing up here. Let's say it is self-betrayal. Let's say it's something where we want to take action towards this, but every time we want to try, we keep procrastinating or something keeps preventing us from doing it. Like maybe we feel like we're not skilled enough yet to do this yet, or maybe we feel like we're really tired, or maybe we feel like, okay, I just feel really lazy to do this. It's like something that's maybe preventing you from doing something at first or finding motivation at first in 2024. But then once you're able to ride that wave here as we see and move through that, then I feel things are able to flow much easier. So what do I mean by this? It's like sometimes when we feel we don't have that motivation in the beginning, yes, it can feel like that. But something I watched on Instagram, Spirit is taking me back to, is some people will start something and try it for, like, let's say 15 seconds. I don't know how much exactly. And then if they feel like not doing it, they'll stop. Or if they feel like they can carry on, they'll do another 15 seconds. And it's like, once you're able to ride that wave and get to the top, you'll find that things flow much easier and things progress much easier. Even sometimes when I'm doing readings, sometimes I'll sit on the couch and I'm like, oh, I'm lazy to start. I'm lazy to start. And then once I just start, I forget about actually being lazy or actually like procrastinating. So I see that for some of you. For others of you, it's maybe riding the wave of healing from certain betrayals that have happened to you in your past. Like if you've noticed certain people betraying your past, what is the universe mirroring back to you? Are you self-betraying by staying in connections like that? Are you self-betraying by not speaking up for yourself? Are you self-betraying by not believing you're worthy of those connections you do want? Do you get what I mean? So everything you are unsatisfied with, that's the message I see here. The universe is a mirror to that. What is it mirroring back to you? Second of all, I see a warning here to not lose your momentum, because I feel you've been taking a lot of action until now, even until December. I feel you've been taking a lot of action and putting a lot of focus towards where you want to be, towards your wishes, towards your dreams, okay? But I'm getting the message and the warning to not lose momentum towards that, because sometimes when we're almost at the end of the journey, it can feel really draining. Just like, when you're at the end of the marathon, Spirit is showing me a marathon. And life is kind of like a marathon. Our dreams, planting those dreams, are kind of like a marathon. We have to take it slow, day by day. That's a message here. I see, take it slow, day by day. Take it one task at a time if you feel you have no energy or motivation. Because I feel you have been working very hard this year in 2023. And that's something your spirit guides want to congratulate you on, because you have done a lot of work. You have done a lot of healing work on yourself. You've been calming and regulating your emotions. You've been healing from certain traumas or emotional baggage. But you've also been putting in a lot of work towards building and creating the life you do want to live, and planting those seeds and watering them until they grow. But remember, when we want to plant something stable and solid within our reality, just like a tree, it can take some time to grow. And we need to keep on nurturing that tree. Otherwise, it may, you know, it's not going to die, but it's going to lose a little bit of its life if we neglect it a little bit. So I see the warning not to neglect the things you want to grow. Even if you've already created that momentum, and even if you've already put a lot of discipline, time, and effort towards where you want to be, I see the message to not lose that momentum in the new year, to not think, oh, I can sit back and relax because I've already done all of this. Because once we grow plants and once it's grown, we have to keep watering it. We have to keep maintaining this plant. If we don't maintain it and if we neglect it, then it's going to show. It's going to be mirrored back to us. So it's not saying that you should burn yourself out and that you should force yourself. That's not what Spirit's saying. But what Spirit is saying is, don't neglect parts of your life that have already grown and where you think, oh, I've already done enough here. Okay, so that's the warning I see here with the Tower. Other than that, I feel the message here, a theme of 2024, is going to be following your intuition, riding the waves of your feelings, like surfing almost, learning and understanding them better. I see another theme is relationships and love, especially romantic. But I also see another theme of you chasing and following your dreams and taking action towards that. And I see a theme of healing too. And I see a theme of patience and fun, celebrations. So what I do see here is, in your year of 2024, what to expect is you're going to notice yourself be very in tune and in touch with your feelings. And you are already a person that is very in touch with your feelings. And I feel you're maybe that type of person that does things based off your feelings. And if you are that person, then how can we ride that wave and follow that wave instead of force ourselves to go against that? So what do I mean by this? Let's say you're someone that follows the feeling of motivation. How can we get ourselves feeling motivated? What motivates you? Is it listening to music? Is it cleaning your home and making your environment look good? Is it making yourself feel good by getting dressed up, doing your makeup, doing your hair, or just your hair? Well, just depending on who you are. Is it driving around and getting a coffee, getting Starbucks, or making a coffee of your own and meditating? What makes you motivated? How can you create that feeling in your reality so that now that feeling is there and we can follow it? If you're someone that is usually following feelings, or let's say you are wanting to feel more satisfied in your life, and you're looking around and everything looks good on paper, like you have everything, but maybe you're wanting to feel more satisfied. What do you need right now to feel satisfied? Do you need rest? Do you need some playfulness? Do you need some fun? What's fun to you? Listening to comedy? Making yourself laugh by that? Watching reels on Instagram that make you laugh or smile? Um, is it going out with your friends and seeing a movie, or just going out with your friends and dancing as we see here? Like, what's going to bring vibrancy and fun into your life? Follow that feeling and invite that into your life, and then go do that thing you wanted to do with that fun feeling. Does that make sense? Or let's say you're having this feeling of, I don't want to clean. I'm like, I don't want to clean today. What's going to make that fun? Is it putting on music? Is it putting on something on the TV? Um, like, what is gonna change the mood and the vibration of what you're doing? That's an important message I see here. And another message I see here is, because you're so in touch and in tune with your feelings, sometimes you have to ride that wave like you're surfing, and you have to almost like allow the waves to ebbs and flow, because when the wave goes down, it's going to go back up again. So don't be too hard on yourself, but also don't neglect the things you need to do. That's the message I see here. Once it has already grown, because I feel like you've already grown a lot of things within your life this year in 2023, and moving into 2024, it's growing even more, that plant of your dreams, and it's starting to bear the fruits where you're going to start to see that harvest come in. But we need to be consistent here with the Knight of Pentacles. We need to put more action and really be focused on that, because one thing I'm seeing here in your pile is we have Saturn energy here. I'm feeling the Saturn energy, and because of that, I feel this energy where your discipline is really being tested. Just like how we spoke about you in the marathon. Imagine yourself at the end of this marathon, and you're at the Seven of Pentacles energy, about to reach Nine of Pentacles energy, where your harvest comes in, where that growth of whatever work you've planted and put in comes back to you. But we can't stop at the end of the marathon and just stop. We have to keep going, even if it takes us pushing ourselves, or even if it takes us like running a little bit slower to keep up the momentum. It's fine. Like, what can we do to keep going in those moments when we feel tired? I think your discipline is really being tested here with Saturn energy. And I think also, a lesson you're learning here is patience with temperance and balance. How can we balance the energy out where it doesn't feel like we're sprinting, where it feels more like we're doing a marathon? Remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So that's what I want to say going into 2024. I think in 2024 is when you're going to see a lot of your visions come to life. But how you see it come to life and when you see it come to life depends on the choices you make going into 2024. And if you're going to neglect those dreams or keep watering those dreams and keep planting more seeds of growth and being consistent and staying balanced within that. So yeah, like I kept seeing the Nine of Cups in my mind's eye and this energy of like you reaching wish fulfillment for the things you do wish for and the things you do want in your life. But once we have those wishes, we need to maintain them. So that's the message I see here. I watched a video the other day on YouTube. I don't remember his name, but he said something about the universe being like a parent. And, maybe we want ice cream and we see an ice cream truck. If you know his name, let me know down in the comments. I'll pin it. And he basically says the universe says to us, like, yes, we can go to that ice cream truck there because we asked for ice cream. And we get the ice cream and we get one scoop and we're so happy that we are like, yay! And then we put our hand like this and then the ice cream falls out. So the universe is wanting to see what we do with that wish. Like they're giving us a little bit of it and saying like, yes, you can have it, but they want to see what we're doing with that, what choice we make from that. And then it's like, because the child gets so happy, he doesn't see what he's doing and he, flings the ice cream over and it's on the floor and then he's crying. Then he's like, Dad, can I get another ice cream? Now he's like, oh, I actually see I want the triple ice cream. That's going to be so delicious. Now because he sort of made a mistake in the first ice cream, the dad's saying, let's first see how you do with one scoop and then we'll see later how you can handle 3 scoops. And it's kind of like that. I see that message here playing out where the universe wants to see how you handle what you already have now, what you've already grown now in this year, to see how you go into the new year and how you handle certain situations as you're moving into that Nine of Cups and Nine of Pentacles energy of harvesting all your blessings and harvesting your wishes. Because I think you're someone that dreams big, my pile twos, and your visions are starting to come to life in 2024. The reason I say so is because you've been taking a lot of steps towards it. You've been working towards it. And with fire energy here, I see it as something being created, something coming to life. You've been learning a lot. You've been growing a lot. You've also been healing a lot internally. And that healing you've done internally is going to pay off in 2024 because, like I said, the universe is a mirror to us, and that healing you've done on yourself is going to make 2024 look very different, where you're going to notice yourself feel more calm, and you're going to notice yourself feel more regulated and more at peace within your energy in 2024 because of that. So that's paying off. And your guides want to congratulate you on that. But then it's like, moving into 2024, there are new goals, there's new things you also want to do. So it's like, in order for the universe to bring you that, the universe is first going to test you here. So that's what I want to say. It's not bad. It just depends on the way you look at it. Another thing with taking action towards the things you want, I see research and learning could be important. The message is to never stop learning, never stop growing. Your pile is filled with a lot of advice, more so of what's going to happen. I think your future self in some ways here giving you advice, because it's like you are doing well in 2024, but your future self is almost like, okay, we could have improved here. You made right decisions on your own, following your own intuition. Maybe that's a theme here, following your own intuition and trusting it. But then, here's where we can improve. Here's where we can tweak it. So that's what I see here. I think 2024 is going to be a year of growth, a year of abundance, a year of wishes and manifestations coming true, a year of luck with the number 7 here. But in order to get to that luck, we need to be patient and we need to continue watering our dreams until it grows. And have fun with what we already do have. So I see something here. I said I saw something about contracts. When I asked about contracts, I asked what do you have about that? So Spirit said when you're signing contracts, be very careful to look at the minor details, because Spirit was showing me an example of curling hair. And you know, when we curl our hair, we have to focus on it strand by strand, and we have to focus on the details, because if we miss a part of our hair, there's one part that's going to be maybe straight and the rest is going to be curly. Do you get what I mean? So it's like Spirit is saying, pay attention to details when you're signing contracts, and learn and research, and maybe even get someone else to check over it for you. I see a big theme here about relationships and love. I see you feeling very happy within your family connections with the Ten of Cups here. I see you feeling very happy and at peace in romantic connections. If you're not already in a romantic connection, there could be one coming in, or you could be growing closer to your romantic connection if you already do have one. And I see you having a lot of fun with the people around you, even your friendships. And if you don't have any friendships now, you're going to notice that come in the next year. It's going to feel like you're having a lot of fun with the people around you, like you're connecting a lot to the people around you. I see a message here to stay present in the moment and not to hold on to the past or to things that have happened in the past and, worry about, could that happen again? Rather stay present within this moment now, because now is all we have, and enjoy this moment you have now with the people you do love. Almost like open up your heart to those people and allow that sweetness to come in. Surrender to that sweetness that is coming in, because you deserve that. You deserve to feel this enjoyment and fulfillment with those closest to you, and to not worry about, oh, could this go wrong or could this go wrong? So I see that message there, to have fun this year. You're allowed to have fun, but also have balance. Don't have too much fun where you're not focusing on the things that are important. So I see a lot of romantic energies here with the Knight of Cups, like almost like this feeling of passion igniting in a connection, or just more romance happening in a connection, or more of this family time, more of this one-on-one time with you and your person. And more of this time spent with your family and your friends, and just feeling at peace, feeling very happy. I see that energy there. I see an important message for the year ahead is to have balance within your eating, within your work and play, within saving and spending. Balance is important, but don't be too much in one extreme where it restricts you. So for example, saving. Let's say you're saving this amount of money. Don't save too much where you're restricting yourself, and don't save too little where you're having too much fun. So I see a message of balance and not being in extremes, if that makes sense. And I see a message here of, when you go into the new year, you're going to notice yourself grow a lot, and you're going to notice many options open for you. You're going to notice many opportunities come to you where you're not going to be the same as you were this year. So maybe this year, maybe you saved $500. Maybe next year you're not going to need to save as much, because maybe you're getting more of an income. Or maybe you're going to save even more because you're getting even more of an income, so you can save more but also spend more. So it's like something's going to adjust within your spending habits, but also something's going to adjust within your daily routines and your daily activities, where things are going to flow in the right direction. But the important message is patience and balance. And the important message is to not lose your momentum when it comes to your dreams and your goals. I see you being very innovative in the new year, especially when it comes to your career and goals. I see a lot of focus on action, on being busy, on taking action towards your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. And I see a lot of opportunities coming in. I see focuses on different aspects of life, like love, relationships, fun, responsibilities, planning, organizing, learning, your emotions, and calming and healing those emotions. Even though you've healed a lot, I see some healing, but not as much as this year. So I think the message here is to just take it day by day. Have fun where you can. Be responsible where you can. Have balance. Follow your dreams, goals. Think big about it. But also be patient and take action towards where you're supposed to be. Focus on where you're supposed to be. Open up your heart to new possibilities and really believe that it can be possible, but also maintain those responsibilities to create those dreams in your life. So this is the message I see for you, pile number 2. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this green Aventurine crystal in the Muse Tarot, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at what does 2024 have in store for you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. Okay, when I was about to start your reading, I heard a helicopter go by, and I was hearing the song that's like two hearts that beat as one. So there's a big focus on love within this year, whether you are already in a relationship or not. If you are already in a relationship, I'm hearing you're going to notice your relationship bloom romantically, but also your connections around you, especially family. I'm being taken to family in the home a lot, and to your friendships, to those closest to your heart, to those that feel like you two share the same heart, share the same values, share the same intentions of what you want moving forward, whether it be a best friend, whether it be those closest to you in your heart. It doesn't necessarily have to be actual family. It can be those that even feel like family to you. So I was seeing that, and I'm also seeing a big focus on the home. I'll explain in a moment. So we're using the Astral Realms Oracle deck. So spirit guides on my pile number 3s. Spirit guides on my pile number 3s. May I please look into what 2024 has in store for them? So, Rose Quartz, Venus, Empathy, card 14. And Rose Quartz is all about love, which is interesting. Green Aventurine is also the heart chakra. Okay. Now we're going to be using the Good Tarot as an oracle deck. So, spirit guides of my pile number 3s. May I please look into, I feel this card. We have the Fool. Now we're going to use the Priestess of Light oracle deck. So spirit guides on my pile number 3s. What does 2024 have in store for them? We have River of Blessings with Releasing Constraints, card 47. So if you've had any constraints or any challenges in any part of your life, especially love since it's next to this card, but Venus can also be about your physical appearance because Venus is beauty. Venus can also be about money. That is being released, and a river of blessings is flowing into an area of your life that was once constricted and felt very like challenging. Okay, we have Divine Mother with Nurturing Compassion and Grace, card 37. So those with kids are going to notice yourself get closer to your kids, or some of you are going to notice yourself get closer to your family. Something about that's coming through. This card also wants to pop out, and look at the card at the back of the deck. So I spoke about money. That's very interesting. Okay, so now let's take a look at your tarot card. So spirit guides on my pile number 3s. Spirit guides of my pile number 3s. What's in store for my pile number 3s in 2024? So we have the Muse of Materials. Lovely. We have the High Priestess. We have the Ace of Emotions, which is the Ace of Cups. What's in store for pile number 3 in 2024? We have the Ace of Materials, which is the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Materials, which is the Nine of Pentacles. I love all this energy coming in for you. We have the Seven of Materials, which is the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Four of Inspiration, which is the Four of Wands. We have the Justice card. We have the Page of Voices, which is the Page of Swords. One more card. And lastly, we have the Sun, last but not least. Beautiful. At the back of the deck, we have the World Cosmos. So I think a big theme going into 2024 and the new year is going to be this newness with the Fool. Going to be new beginnings, even with the Ace of Pentacles here, Ace of Cups. There's a lot of new beginnings, new happy beginnings coming into your life in 2024. And since you chose the green Aventurine crystal, something is going to change your luck in 2024. Notice the numbers we have here, 37, 47, 2 sevens, and then we also have another 7, so 777. You're going to be very lucky in the next year, and that's 777, but also the crystal. Crystal green Aventurine is also about luck, and I just felt my third eye expand, and I saw something of a vision for you of whatever visions you've had, whatever prophecies you've had told to you when you were going through this year, like good things are going to start coming to physical reality. Like, for example, maybe one of you have been told, oh, you're going to get this lover, for example, if you're not in a romantic relationship yet. And then you see that person actually start to come into your life in physical reality. Or maybe you were told, oh, you're going to get these financial blessings. And then you're going to notice that actually come into your life where you're holding those financial blessings in your hand. You're holding that money in your hand. So I see something about that coming in. Talk about synchronicity, because it's 17:07 on the clock, so a big theme in 2024 is luck. And for a lot of you, I feel it has something to do with astrology working out for you. And remember, one thing is we all have a time in our life where we get to receive luck, where we get to receive blessings, where we get to receive good and new things from the universe that make us happy. We all have our time to shine, and we all have our time to be in that place where we're receiving. You know, life is like that. There are, ups and downs, but what matters is the way you look at it. So what I heard was the helicopter going by as I started your reading as well. So this lets me know a lot of your dreams are going to be accelerated. A lot of what you want in life is going to be accelerated. Going high in the sky, growth. Okay? So this is accelerated growth and success coming into your life, but you're also going to notice you're going to fly high in the sky. You're going to notice where a lot of you, like thinking big and dreaming big, is going to pay off. Okay? With the Fool here, a lot of newness is going to come into your life. So you may notice a lot of new blessings and manifestations come into your life in 2024. And by far, I'd say this is the pile that has one of the most blessings and the most happy outlook of the year. Not that the other piles weren't happy, but I feel like now is your time to receive those blessings. Now is your time to shine. Now is your time for 2024 to be a highlight of one of, I wouldn't say Would I say the best years of your life? I don't want to make too many big promises, but that's what I'm feeling. I feel like a lot of passion is going to be ignited within your heart going into the new year, and I see this year being a very happy year with the sun. Very, very, very happy. And a lot of what you saw intuitively, or a lot of what people told you was going to happen intuitively, is going to start happening and is going to start becoming a physical reality. So that's something to get excited for. These are good things. But also, advice you've taken from certain readings or from certain visions or dreams, could be applicable now. So what I want to say is a big theme for you is releasing constraints and releasing challenges in areas that were once challenged, now becoming very lucky. Now flowing in is a lot of luck. I'm seeing like a big sea and a big wave coming in of luck, of money, of success, of love, blessings. Okay, so I see this year being filled with blessings. I also saw a theme of furniture in the home. So some of you are going to be getting new furniture, moving your furniture around, feng shui. Some of you are going to be moving homes or getting a new home or renovating your home, upgrading your home. Something about the home is coming through. Either furniture, getting a new home, moving, upgrading, renovating, something about that's coming through. And if that's something you wanted, that's confirmation. That's not going to be for everyone. But something about the home too, like the people in your home. Even if it doesn't seem like a big upgrade, getting a new couch can be like an upgrade if your couch is getting old. Or you could notice, the people in your home feel a lot happier in the new year, where you really are like a team and you're bonded and you're all stable and working towards a common goal. And you're all, I feel like you're kind of the glue that holds your family together with Divine Mother in the new year. But a lot of what you speak is going to influence your family in the new year, or the people living in your home if you have any, or just you in general if you live alone. Something about boundaries is important moving into the new year and speaking your truth in a kind way. Since we have Venus here, I'm noticing the shell and the pearl. Something about fertility, something being created here in your life, something valuable. Okay? There are themes of love with Venus, money, luck, your physical reality, your physical world, car, home, things like that. Those are the themes I see in your reading of what's important in the new year. And I see everything becoming more balanced and stable in those areas of life. A lot being created here, new beginnings that are going to feel very valuable to you, that are going to feel like this river of blessings. I mean, we even have the Nine of Pentacles, which we can see many blessings flowing to this lady, and she looks so happy. She looks so like she's almost like feeling like she's in another world because she's just so happy about all the blessings coming in. I mean, you're even showing up as the muse of materials. So you are inspiring others by your material reality. And that's something to congratulate you on. The fruits of your harvest are coming to life. You're going to get a lot of opportunities in the year. And a lot of this is things you have already worked hard for. What you've already worked hard for coming to fruition is a harvest for you. That's what I see here. Because I see you've done a lot of hard work on certain things in your life, whether it be your career, your studies, your goals, your family, your home. You've put in a lot of action, and wherever you've put in a lot of action in 2023, you're going to notice a lot of blessings and a lot of that harvest flow in 2024. And wherever there have been constraints or challenges, you're going to notice that vanish and disappear very quickly. The reason I say so is because we have the cat family here, and the cat family makes me think of fast-paced movement. Okay, even the helicopter. So you're going to notice a lot of growth and movement within those areas of your life. Also, with the Fool, you could be starting out new things. You could be starting out new opportunities, new projects, new connections for some of you. If you are not in a connection, new friendships, if you have been looking for friendships, new business opportunities, things like that, things you've been wishing for or wanting with the Fool. Because we have like these sparkles here, and it reminds me of like a child wishing for something. I'm seeing that one movie by Debbie Ryan when she has like her 16th birthday and then she wishes for a bunch of things. And it actually does happen, but there's a theme here of be careful what you wish for. So just take that in mind. Like, all your wishes will come to a reality, but also be careful what you wish for. Because you're very lucky in this new year where you can manifest things very easily. I'm seeing like this energy of love and relationships being a huge focus and your family. So with Venus, you're going to notice your relationships become a lot more loving. You're going to notice your relationships become a lot more empathetic and nurturing, and where you just feel there's more stability in your connections. You may put in a lot of effort and you may spend a lot of time with your connections in the new year and in the year ahead, but you're going to notice a lot of that action and that effort you put in pay off, where it becomes more stable, where these connections start to grow in more love and more compassion and more empathy, where you're more united together. I really feel different aspects of your life are going to feel more stable with the Four of Wands. Not just love, but also career, also your finances. Also, there's a huge highlight here on career and finances, especially in love. And, those aspects of your life having a lot of blessings and moving forward in the best possible way. And you're going to notice you're going to feel very happy in these areas of your life, very inspired, very motivated. So I just see a lot of good things coming to you, my pile number threes, in 2024. I don't even know what else to say. There's just a lot of good things here. There's just a lot to get excited for. Be open to newness, be open to trying out new things, trying out new hobbies. Remember to stay focused on the things you are planning for and the things you are researching for. That's something I see with the Page of Swords. Remember to stay focused on the things you have already worked for. When you are already getting that success and that luck come in, remain focused on it. Don't neglect it. That's what I see here. But then also, enjoy the abundance you do create. Enjoy the love you do create. Have enjoyment here, because Four of Wands is also the energy of enjoyment. It's also an energy of celebration. So celebrate what you have already created and built in the new year. That's the advice I see. Remember to speak your truth in a kind and loving way and really enjoy what you do have, but also don't neglect what you do have because you already do have it. So that's what I want to say. Be open to trying out new things. Be open to taking a leap of faith. But first, make sure you are having all the knowledge you need to go through with that. Make sure you're trusting your intuition in the year ahead, and make sure you're just enjoying. That's all I see for you, my pal number threes. If I'd be talking any longer, I'd be dragging the reading out, but I feel there's a lot of good things to come for you in 2024. So your pile was one of the, most luckiest piles this year. So I really hope you enjoy the year that's coming ahead for you. You deserve it. Let me know in the comments if this resonated. And if you do end up watching this later on in 2024 to see if this comes true, let me know if it does come true, because I'm just very interested to hear. I really hope this reading resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!